Hello, I'm ABXToyCat, and this is Seeds Sunday, the weekly series I run on my channel where I show you Seeds Minecraft Console Edition, which are particularly interesting and worth checking out in some way. And this week's seed, when you look at the map in my left hand, it might not look too interesting, it might look like just a generic ocean seed, but let me tell you, this is one of the most mind-blowing seeds I've ever seen for Minecraft Console, and you might not believe that, and you're like, oh yeah, but that's a lot of the time. Well, remember how last week I was talking about how we had 2 ocean monuments on a seed before, sometimes 3 before this update, and then how my last seed was 4, and that was so crazy. 4 ocean monuments on one seed. Well, I've went up that just a little bit, and by that I don't mean I found 5 ocean monuments, or even 6 ocean monuments on one seed. I actually have a seed which, for a classic sized world, the 360 PS3 Vita Wii U sized world, actually has 12 ocean monuments on it, which is so crazy, and I think I just had to show it off in today's video, so that's exactly what I'm doing. Hopefully you all do enjoy. You can like it if you do like it, because it helps out the channel, and listening, you do like crazy seeds like this one, that really highlight, in my opinion, that these updates aren't just getting better because there's new content on them, they're actually making the old content better too, and what a better way to prove that than by, showing you 4 times as many ocean monuments as we've ever seen before, all in one classic world seed. So yeah, with that said, let's get straight into the seed. It comes in from Christian Larson. He's a big Minecraft Console subscriber dude. He sent this in, and you've got to, type in the seed on screen with the large biome preset and with a classic world size. You can make a larger world size if you want, and you can use different biome set, but if you want to have all 10/12, because it varies from platform to platform, you want to use that seed with that, biome size, and if you do that, then you'll spawn just over here on this survival island. So if you want to play this in survival, please do turn on a bonus chest, because it's actually a really bad island for survival. Otherwise, it's just a plains biome, so you get sheep and you get grass, but you don't get anything to do with it, because there's no trees, and then there's a second island nearby, but this is also the exact same problem where it's just a plains biome. I mean, it's great for finding lots of mobs because they'll all spawn on this one island, which means you get like the whole spawn limit at once, but it's not so great if you're actually looking for, getting stuff done. So turn on your bonus chest if you want to do things. If you don't want to do things and you just want to look around, then you don't care about that, but it's really important otherwise. But yeah, let's go around one by one, showing you the ocean monuments and showing you each of them, each is different by placing gold blocks on them, because I would not believe there was 12 unless I individually saw it too, so keep tuning for today's video. But yeah, with that said, here's the first one. It's found pretty close to the islands. I mean, you'd probably need a boat to get here, but still, it's not that far away. You can just about see it from spawn, and it's found very, very close to the edge of the world too. Also found very close to this island over here. So just keep in mind, there's an island over here which goes all the way to the edge, and this might be your preferred, location on a seed like this, because again, it's so reclusive, almost in the exact corner. Might be your thing, because it's also a plains biome, but if it's not, then you want to head instead back the opposite direction, which is of course to the west, because you find more ocean monuments mostly towards the edge of the world. This is something I actually spoke with the 4G guys about. They actually increased the amount of, because they don't want them to spawn right at the very edge, they made the chance of them spawning best in the corners of the world, but not too close to the edges. It's confusing to say, but you'll see as we go along, because when we go on to the second ocean monument, which is found just over here, again, you can see how there's a distinct distance between this and the edge of the world. It tries to spawn them here the hardest, and this is the second monument. So just keep in mind, that's 2 monuments so far, but the number just goes up, as you could probably expect, because if we head along this kind of edge of the world, then we'll find not just, another monument, but we'll find some, oh wait, what's up, by the way? Just lots of, another random islands found over here. As you can see, it's a sand island, but it's not a desert. I think it's just all beach or something like that. My point being is if we head further up, though, we'll find a third ocean monument. So this third ocean monument, as you can see, is right at the edge of the world, so you miss a tiny bit of it, but you should still get all 3 Old Guardians, which is pretty great. So that's 3 ocean monuments. Then we've got a 4th one found just over here. Again, these ones are actually, this kind of shows just how lucky this seed was, because so many of them are just the very edge, but that's 4 ocean monuments right there. And then, right up the hills of that one, we've got our 5th ocean monument found just over here. In case you're curious, by the way, there's 4 all within vision of each other right here, so you can see not only is there 4 ocean monuments on one seed, which was, unthinkable just a week ago, but we've also got ocean monument, ocean monument, ocean monument, can you see it just over there, and then ocean monument here, all within that close of each other, which is pretty nuts actually. Let's use a water-breathing potion, and let's make this even better, shall we? So you can see truly that there's just pure, even if we go into the water, you can just see oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, all within vision of each other. So yeah, I think that was my 4th one just over there, which means this would be the 5th ocean monument, so it's at the very edge of the world. I believe this does cut off 2 of the Elder Gardens, if I'm not mistaken. Again, it depends on where and how they spawn, but you probably won't get them unless something, really lucky goes on. And then we've got the 6th one found just over here. I think it's so crazy that we have 4 within this little 100-block radius, and I think there's some great challenge to be had there. I'm not sure what it is, but maybe you want to, test it out yourself. And then in between them, we've got this island right here, which has some trees on. So if you were playing in survival without a bonus chest, this is not the closest land with trees, but it's one you probably would want to go to if you're looking to raid some ocean monuments, because you've got 4 nearby, and it's not just 4 nearby, because not much further along the top here, we're going to find our 7th ocean monument. So this one's even further into the edge of the world, but it's spawning the other way, so you get all 3 Elder Gardens still, which is pretty good. At least you should have all 3. If we mine through here, you should be able to find, yep, there we go. So you get all 3 Elder Gardens of this one. Even though more of it's missing, it's the less important stuff, so you probably don't get the gold blocks, but you do get the stuff, so that's 7 of them. And then very very, very close to the corner of the world over here, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to find ourselves the 8th ocean monument. So the 8th ocean monument is found just over here, and that's also pretty good stuff. So adding to the 8 we found so far, there's also some found in the very middle of the world. So if we, again, like, you gotta bear in mind, we've only been doing the edges so far. So just over here, we've got our 9th ocean monument. And I think at this point, you can, like, probably believe that there is this many ocean monuments. By the way, in case you're curious, each of them is, like, always roughly the same thing. Like, I don't think having 12 is actually that beneficial to you, because although some of them spawn better than other ones, like, you have 12, so you, like, have every spawn possibility. You know, by the end of this, you're gonna have so many sponges, you can have, like, an inventory full, which is a pretty cool thing if you ask me. But yeah, so that's, the 9th one, if I'm not mistaken. And then if we head back this way, so it's really hard staying oriented on a sea like this where it's so crazy. We're going to go back to what I believe was the 6th one, but you can see it again from this angle, just in case you want to, so you can get it from the center of the map. Then as well as that, we've got just over here, we've got a 10th one. Again, very, very close to the edge of the world, but not quite there. So this is number 10, found just over here. And then if we go even further to the west over here, then we'll find that there's... Again, it's crazy to me that the number is keep going up. It does keep going up, because I keep thinking like, oh yeah, well that must be the last one. But nope, then we've got number 11 over here. And as well as that, you know, as well as the ones we've just shown off, I believe there is one final one to be shown. And the last one always eludes me. It's found just over here. That's 12 ocean monuments on one seed. And not only that, do you see that? Just below here, there's also this weird little, you know, patch of iron, patch of like sand, followed by a patch of iron, and it's just a nice little bonus on top of your 12 ocean monuments. So yeah, 12 ocean monuments on one seed. You saw them all, you saw me place them all, you saw how they're in different locations, and if you load up the seed yourself, you should be able to find them. Again, on some platforms it's 10, so oh no, you want to get 10 ocean monuments, but still, 12 separate ones of these things, all unique, all distinct, all with their own set of sponges to be found. Again, if you want to find sponges, just like, you know, explore through them till you find it, or get lucky and just dig up and hope that you end up in a sponge room, or dead end room like this one is. But you'll find that there's a bunch of sponge rooms in each of them. Lots of them do contain gold as well, and they all contain the Elder Guardians, if that's a thing you're looking for. So yeah, here's a fun little challenge for you. Try and defeat 30 plus Elder Guardians. That's your little fun game you can play with yourself if you'd like to. So yeah, if we head back this way, just in case you're curious, there's the, you know, like the 10th one again. But as well as, you know, having 12 ocean monuments, because you might think like, okay, so cat, well, that's kind of cool. What else does a seed have? Well, this is the island I'd recommend settling down on if you want to like play in survival and you want to like have a proper island, because it's not only great because it has access to trees, the closest one to the spawn, even though I say it's close to spawn, but it's about 300 blocks of just pure swimming, so might be a little bit of a journey, but still, it's the closest one to spawn. But it also has an underground stronghold, which you'll see just over here, and it's really cool because the rest of the stronghold is separated, but the you know, the Eye of Ender room, the, you know, the end portal room is found just over here underneath the water. So you break like one block and you're inside the end portal already, and it gets even better than that, right? And you might think, how does it get better than that? Well, it gets better than that because this is a stronghold with 3 Eye of Enders already placed in the frames. That's so nuts to find 3. Finding like 1 is a nice surprise. Finding 2 is pretty rare. Finding 3 is a really, really rare thing. And although it's possible in theory to find, you know, 11 or 12, like it's like 1 in billions or trillions chance, it's still cool in my opinion that this one has 3 to make all of that other stuff even better. So if you're doing any form of like, I guess, boss race stuff, if you're doing anything involving the end, this is a really great seed for that. And honestly, I'm really excited to see seeds with more than 3 Eye of Enders. So if you ever find one with 4 or more Eye of Enders already placed, please do tweet it at me at IBXToyCat. I would love to see it. I'd love to do a race to the internet. I'd love to, like, you know, beat the record for that, because right now it's like an hour and a half or something. I'd love to see how much faster we can make that. So yeah, please do tweet me with that. For now though, here's a pretty great seed. Lots and lots of ocean moments, and I'm looking forward to seeing what other crazy stuff can be done with just the classic size world. I really love, you know, the classic world type in Minecraft console, and they've made it even better with this update, and I hope that, you know, it continues to blow us away. Maybe we find like, you know, like 5 woodland mansions or 6 woodland mansions, or maybe we find like 15 villages. I'm excited to see what can come from the future, but for now, crazy stuff that I hope you did all enjoy. Like if you liked it, share if you really liked it, subscribe if you're around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them dead in your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.